Hi guys, Nova is not the only one who was born in hell. What does that mean, born in hell, actually? Born in hell is anyone who's born either in a dysfunctional family or in extreme poverty. That's the only way that you can be born in hell. Again, dysfunctional poverty, dysfunctional family, or extreme poverty. Some of us have both. I don't know which one Nova was born in, but I know which one I was born in. I had both. And I know that the next person that we're going to react to an interview, an all interview that Eminem did, was also born in hell. And I just want to show how Eminem is not only great, okay, take away the artistic part, because I'm talking about now the courage, the person, the willingness to keep on, to not let go, to not give up. Even when he has said it many times that he wanted to give up, that he wanted to say, forget about it, let's just move on. But it's something in him. And I know that fire. We all know that thing, that something that nugs us and say, keep going, you got to do this. This is for you. What it is meant for you is meant for you, but you have to go and get it. It's not going to come from the sky. And I want to show, and please give credit to this person that did it. Ooh, that's what it is. Ooh.com. I mean, you guys can see it here. I'm going to lower it down. Give him some props to this person for bringing up this video. It's old, and I just wanted to show it to you guys. This is just exactly the moment when Eminem was about to come out with his CD Slim Shady, the Real Slim Shady. No, not the Real Slim Shady, the Slim Shady, the Slim Shady LP. Let's take a moment for September 25, 1998. Do you know where you were at? I mean, if you were born during that time. If you were not born during that time, of course not. But if you know, remember that, because I know exactly where I was at, and I know exactly what I was doing. Not exactly on September 25th, even though I can go and look it up in my diary, because I have kept a diary since 1989. But I'm pretty sure that around that time, I know exactly where I was at, what I was doing. And at that time, at least the area code was 415. Look how young he looks.
Bar in downtown Boston. The man from Detroit is here. I got a couple of questions.
He's in Boston right now, where they packed the car. And this is a club. This is a bar, I mean.
Everyone's gonna want to know. Just don't give a fuck. Everyone's gonna want to know.
He just doesn't.
That's for everybody who don't give a fuck. That's for everybody who don't like my shit. That's for everybody who tries to test me. That's for every time I gotta go through some dumb bullshit. That's for everybody. Alright? You know? Alright, that's me. My question, everyone's been asking, when is the album dropping? So, we're gonna ask Eminem when the album's dropping now. Next year! Alright. Who's Eminem? I'm Slim Shady right now. Alright. You know? I'm saying that. Nah.
He must be drunk or high at that moment. You know, but he likes to play around so much. And already he had that attitude, because he had come from a lot. I understand, and a lot of people is this defeatist attitude of, I don't care what happens, I'm just going to do what I got to do and let it be. And when you get to that moment, magical things happen. But that's what he's going through right now. And he's about to come out with the CD. He's about to come out with the LP. Okay, check it out.
What's the album going to be dropping? Because the LP snippet's already out. Everyone's asking me to dump the snippet thing for them. So I'll break it down for you like this. The Just Don't Give a Fuck and B-side Brain Damage is dropping October 13th. Then the My Name Is single, the one of the cuts that Dre produced, is dropping November 28th. In between there, I got some shit going on at
You see, the one that Dre produced, that was the song that he produced. Most of the other song from the LP, Slim Shady, that one, and that's why he's also saying that it's Slim Shady, because the LP is on his name. It's under the name Slim Shady. It's not. It wasn't the Eminem Show or Marshall Mathers. It was Slim Shady. But that one, he only had that. My name is. All the rest of them were Eminem.
Just did a song with Marilyn Manson, so I got some shit in between there. So we don't know if they're gonna drop that. I don't know what the deal is with that, but
I'm surprised he did a song with Marilyn Manson, and I never heard of that song. I gotta check it out because I gotta YouTube it because I have never heard that song. I know that Eminem invited him to a show. That I know, and that came out because of the Columbine High School. Everybody blamed it on Marilyn Manson, or not everybody, most people were blaming it on him. Basically the boomers. The boomers were the one blaming it on the song Marilyn Manson, because those two kids used to listen to the song. Dylan and I can't remember the name of the other one.
full-length LP is coming at the beginning of January. Alright, so I might have like a month hiatus to see how the second single does. The first single is like some underground shit, you know what I mean? You gotta start from the bottom up. I love the underground, that's why I came from, that's where I started from, you know?
Hey, I got another question. The first time I listened to just the two of us, I was like, what is this? And then the second time I heard it was, the second time I heard it, I realized what the lyrics were saying. You want to explain a little bit about just the two of us?
Just the two of us? That's a song about my daughter.
Who, Haley, right?
Yeah. I'm making my daughter famous. My little girls, it's almost.
And he regretted it later on. And by the way, I wanted to say that the reason that he invited Marilyn Manson is because they were blaming it on him, and wanted to take a little bit of the fire, wanted to show them that music cannot make anybody go and commit suicide. Because that's a lot, or kill other people. Because they kill other people too.
Almost a true story. Anybody out there that's got baby mothers that are bitches, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody out there who can relate to that shit? That's real. That's some real shit. And instead of me killing that bitch, all I'm saying, excuse my language, instead of me killing that bitch, all I'm doing is put my personal feelings on wax.
Excuse my language, and then he does it again.
And I've been through a lot of bullshit, and I just put like my personal life. I don't want to put all of it, you know what I mean? People don't need to know a lot about my personal life and what's going on with me. That's not everybody's business. But what is my business is that my daughter is the most important thing in the world to me. That's real. You know what I mean? That's what I'm living for. That's what I'm doing everything for. That's all of this rap shit, everything that I do is for my little girl. Send her to college, make sure she got the...
Let's look at the sideburn that he had on the side. It's a sideburn for me. And the dimple, huh? I remember that's a song from White America, where he says, I knew that my dimple would make lady go, woo, baby.
The best life possible, so, you know what I mean? That song is about me expressing my love for my daughter, but at the same time expressing hatred for my baby's mother. And that's some real shit. I don't know if anybody has ever really flipped it like that, and I didn't even mean to flip it like that. I was just putting my feelings on what I was angry. And I felt like at one time in my life, and not just one time in my life, a few times in my life, I really felt like doing that shit. You know what I mean? So instead of me doing it, I put it on wax. I just express my personal feelings on wax. You know what I mean?
And that's the best thing. And that's the best right there. That's the escape. At least he has an outlet. A lot of people don't have outlet. And people need to look outlet to get out their anger, their feelings of inequality, inadequacy, in every feeling that you have inside of you that is negative. You need to find an outlet, be it exercise, be it singing, being dancing, even religion. So religion saves a lot of people. My respect to them, you know. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in that. That's not going to help me. But if that helps you, by all means, go to church. Let Jesus help save you.
I got another question. Anigo Hema wants to ask, how did you meet up with Dr. Dre? You're like straight from the underground, and Dr. Dre's been around in the hip-hop scene for a long time.
I'll tell you what happened.
I'm sure a lot of people ask you that, but I'm sure people out there want to know.
A lot of people ask me, but this is what happened. This is the deal. I did a thing last year.
I like that part. He said, a lot of people ask me, it reminds me of the song Criminal.
It was Winnie Days, the rap coalition she put together. It was called the Rap Olympics. Winnie Day works for the Rap Coalition. She put together this event. It was called the Rap Coalition. And there was a bunch of MCs, signed and unsigned artists, that it was a big battle or whatever. And I had taken second place in that. And I took second place, and it was some bullshit. But I took second place. Crowd, some favoritism bullshit. But I won't even expand on that anymore. But I took second place in it, and I made a lot of connections through there. And I had given my tape.
Okay, I don't know now if this is his ego talking, or if he was drunk, or if he really meant it, but that was back in 1998, and he believed he should have won it. Now, I saw that battle, of course, on YouTube, and for what I seen, the guy was pretty good. You know, he was able to use an acronym, Budweiser, which is associated, Budweiser is associated with white trash. That's what he was trying to imply. And he spelled it out, did the acronym, and every word, he rhymed it of the letter, with the first letter. So I thought that was pretty unique. But Eminem, of course, Eminem was great, because Eminem is, you know, throughout time, by that time he was already, he wasn't as excellent as he is now, and he was in a different mindset too. That's another thing. The other guy won, he's saying because of favoritism. I think the other guy was good. That's my own personal opinion. And I also think that he might have been in a better mindset. Because now that I know the story, you know, Eminem was going through a lot of that time, and he was homeless. He just had tried to commit suicide. So he wasn't going through a good time. It wasn't easy for him, you know, and to have to be like Grandson says. Because Grandson mentions that's kind of hard to be creative when you got to work to feed your family, to feed yourself, you know, when you're living paycheck to paycheck. Or you don't make it ends meet. Even if you live paycheck to paycheck.
It's my manager, Paul. What's up? Yeah, he's always got a lot of smart shit to
Paul
say.
Bunyan. Y'all already know.
Tall Gunman. Yo, but I had given my tape, I had an EP out, a 6-song EP, and I gave my tape to some cats at Interscope, and they were trying to get Jimmy Iovine, he's the owner of Interscope, they were trying to get him to listen to it.
Tell me, do you
He finally listened to it. When he did, apparently he dug what he heard, so he took it to his house. Huh? Who was that? Pick him up. Who, Jimmy Iovine? No, who's that? Oh, Evan
Evan Bogart, or Kevin Bogart, or Evan Bogart. We gotta remember that name. That kid is the key. And that's a good thing that Paul did. Paul has my heart right there, because it's like no, wait. You're mentioning Arvine, and Arvine is the president of Interscope. Let's talk about that intern who actually took your CD, your EP, took it with him and showed it to Arvine. And that says a lot about him right there. That says a lot about Paul.
Guys, they gave him the tape, and they were like, I don't know, Jimmy, listen to this or whatever. But then Jimmy took it to his house and he played it for Dre. And then Dre was like, yo, where's this guy at? And 3 days later, I just happened to be out there. Cause we got this, my production company got this huge loan, and we was getting like orders from everywhere for the Slim Shady EP. So what we wanted to do was take it to the West Coast and work our way back. And take it everywhere. As many stores we can put it is what we wanted to do. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna cut this short. 3 days afterwards, after we got to LA, I was on Power 106 on 92.3. I can't remember which station I was on, but I was driving over the phone tapped me. That's what's so real about it. And Dre was coming home in his car, and he heard listening to it, and then he called me the station and got a hotel room number. However he did it, We had a meeting with Interscope the next day, and it was all butter from there.
Alright, a final question, because one year back there says the lights running out, is I noticed besides your rhyme flow, which is like beyond ill and so unique, is the production that you got. Your production is ill, and I know Dre's not the only one doing beats for you. Like every joint that's come out, the beat just perfectly to flow. So I guess can you elaborate on who's doing some production?
I have a lot of shit to do with that. Me and my production team, FBT Productions, I'm with them now.
See? He produces his own songs. And a lot of people say that, you know, he did it. Yes, Dre opened the door for him, and Dre produced that song. And Dre gave him the position to be able to, but he already had the talent. This is a good example of what Socrates used to say, that luck was when opportunity met preparation. And that kid, now I'm forgetting the name too. I'm blanking out, but we have to remember Bogart. That kid was the opportunity right there. He was the opportunity. And what was the preparation? He had the LP already. He had the CD, the Slim Shady CD. So it was already, burning up like fire. I don't want to make this video too long, and I already think that it's long enough.